What's up, everybody? Game week 16. We are back. Excited to be back for another live before lock. We've got just a dump truck's worth of injury news. Excited to sift through that. Of course, we'll be giving away a rare tier card. I'm going to set that up for you right now. All you have to do to qualify for a rare tier card is this right here. You need to like the stream, subscribe, and then do me a favor. Put hashtag Cavs into the chat today. CAVS, Cavs. So like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Cavs into the chat. That's how we're going to get cooking for the rare tier card giveaway. Also, I want to point out, I'm sure most of the people that are here right now already know this. You probably already know. But we're doing a crazy-ass giveaway over here on Twitter. We're trying to get this So Rare channel, which just started about a month ago, up to 500 subs. And right now, we're at 428, which you'll love to see. And we're giving away, once we hit that, a rare Kevin Durant from year 1 and a year 2 rare Jalen Brunson. So basically giving away $25,000 worth of stuff. I might have overestimated a little bit. But so all you're going to do, get involved, follow that on Twitter. You know us, Team Hold NFT. I'll share the link to this into the chat. I'll throw that in there. Kevin Williams up in here. And that's for a separate giveaway. Again, once we hit 500, I'm going to plug one more thing before we really get going. If you see the pinned chat up here, we dropped a new video on our Team Hold sports channel, which, again, the link's right in there about the top 5 guards in the NBA right now. Just do me a favor. Go engage with it. Go watch it. Give it a like. Drop a comment on it. Subscribe to that channel as well. We're trying to build up the Team Hold cinematic universe, okay? Since Jonathan Majors went down, Zakarian needs to rise up. There we go. We got a little Disney in there. A little Disney in the morning. It's the afternoon, baby. All right, I'm ready to go. I'm cooking. It's a solo bolo, if you will. So this is like the old days, baby. Live before lock. It's like a little sniff of cocoa, and then we're gonna get moving. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining us today. This is what we're gonna do. We're going to be using our friends over at Momentum Labs, their projections. You can find a link to them in the show notes if you want to sign up to get behind that sweet, sweet paywall. We're going to go over some of the best plays, some of the worst plays, and then we're going to do all of your questions and answers, and then we'll give away that rare tier card. But how we start each and every one is diving in to the injury news. So we're going to be using our friends over here at Underdog. And I already mentioned there's a ton of weird stuff already happening. I'm going to actually do a refresh because we got some more news. Also, Germ, shout out Canada for having some balls. We'd love to see that. I just tweeted out a joke. I hope we get the terminal, right? Krakoshka? Tom Hanks movie anyways. Anyway, I hope Bridges gets stuck in an airport. That's what I'm saying. All right. Also, look at Milo goes to college. Good to see you, sir. All right, let's do it. Joel Embiid, you love to see it. So he is questionable. Just came out, game time decision. Marcus Morris of the Sixers did get ruled out. So let's ride with some Paul Reed, shall we? Joel Embiid, game time decision. I will say it feels like on these game time decisions, Joel Embiid more often than not plays. Not financial advice. I don't really know, but that's kind of where I'd lean right now. Luka Magic is probable. Halliburton has been ruled in. However, De'Aaron Fox is questionable. Anthony Edwards, both questionable ethical decisions. And Hip, he's questionable. LeBron James, we love to see it, is questionable. Anthony Davis, questionable. I will say I'm a little bit more bullish on the Lakers bros playing. They haven't played a game together, because they each rotated sitting last week. I feel like we might see them both play tonight. That's what I'm leaning. Again, I have no idea, though. Clint Capella, thank God. The big man from the ATL, A-Town Down, is available. Jamal Murray is probable. Miles Turner, those hammies are a little too tight. He's been ruled out. D'Lo's probable. John Collins is questionable. We got to talk about Utah here in a second. Actually, let's do that right now. So Collins is questionable. Danny Ainge was stretching, flexing, getting ready to move. Lauri Markkanen's on the trade market. I think he said he wants 5 first. He said Jordan Clarkson's available. It sounds like everybody but Keontae George and Taylor Hendricks are going to be available this trade deadline, which Colin Sexton, who's been a good play the last game week or two, is going to continue to gain in value. I think he's been averaging like 27 since everybody's been out. Anyways, Johnny Collins is questionable. DeAndre Hunter's available. Bogdan of the Bogdanoviches has the Q tag. Gordon Hayward's questionable with an illness. Scary Terry's probable. Aaron Gordon probable. Mark Williams may never play basketball again. That's dramatic, but it is what it feels like. Miles Bridges, piece of shit. He's been ruled out. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is in concussion protocol. He's got a Q tag. Caruso's available. Jaden McDaniels is questionable with that back. Bismack Biyombo is doubtful. And then Killian Hayes is out. Detroit down so bad. Just a couple of things here. I'm going to roll through some of these teams. You see, Amon Thompson has been ruled out. You got Evan Mobley's injured. Darius Garland, like the Cavs. That's why I said like the stream, subscribe, #Cavs tonight. They're just going to be pretty shorthanded. You're going to see Karis LeVert, Donovan Mitchell, Okoro, Dean Wade, all of those guys. Even Jared Allen is just going to be it's just a condensed usage, right? The Clippers, who have been hot, Bones Highland is questionable, but also out of the rotation, RIP. The Pacers, we already went over. I don't think there's anything else in there. Chicago still without Levine, Lonzo, Torrey Craig's ruled out as well. We hit the Sixers news. Beef Stew is out. Which means there's no Beef Stew, there's no Jalen Dern, and once again, we are in so rare game week 16, firing up James Wiseman and Marvin Baggs. Atlanta Hawks, we already talked about Capella and DeAndre Hunter. Yep, that's Jalen Johnson still out. The T-Wolves, we already went through. Miami, Bam is back, and Tyler Hero is back. So you know what? We're going to do a Tyler Hero drop, all right? I know this is a different show. We typically don't do drops, but I'm running solo today, so we're doing drops. Boom. I love a drop. We love a drop. All right, let's keep going. Lowry, we already mentioned, is out. We already did most of the Charlotte news. Toronto doesn't really matter. Derrick Rose still out. John Morant's going to be back soon. Marcus Smart, Kennard, Brandon, Jesus, they're down so bad. Mavericks are still without Derek Lively, and Rashawn Holmes is questionable. So I guess it's Dwight Powell's season. I can't. Anyways, Denver Nuggets, we already went over. Brooklyn Nets, we already went over for that. Anything that matters. Keontae George still out. That Utah guard rotation is it's going to be short, especially if John Collins ends up getting rolled out. Man, Kelly Olynyk had 13 dimes last game. I don't know if you guys saw that. Wizards, they're without Shamet and Gallo. Kings, you already hit up. The Knicks, Mitch Robb continues to be out. Lakers were good. And that's it. That's everybody's stuff for tonight. Bruno Fernando season with the Capella news, maybe? Well, Capella's in, Kim. Capella's in, so I feel like that doesn't help Bruno Fernando, right? Anyways, we're going to start moving into projections here a little bit. So reminder, like the stream, subscribe, #Cavs for a chance at a rare tier card giveaway. We have 59 entrants and 100 of you watching. Let's see, did we get any new subs yet? Oh, we've already gotten 4 new subs. We love to see new people. Thank you for being here. All right, I know you guys are going to have a lot of questions. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try to get through the projections rather quickly. That way we have more time for questions, and that way I don't fall too far behind, okay? Too far behind. So let's dive in. We're going to start at the bottom, and now we're here, or whatever Drake said. We're going to find some of the guys that pop the best. We'll look at some of the teams that are playing 3 games. A lot of teams playing 3 games this game week. A lot of teams, all right? Almost everybody it is. What do you think about Wood? You know what I'm saying, Alberto. I don't know, man. We'll get there. Christian Wood, I never feel good about unless AD is going to sit. Here we go. Jericho Sims has been so bad. He's got a cap of 3, though. Still projects to get double digits. Fine. Julian Phillips from Chicago Bulls. Whatever. Trace Jackson Davis is probably the one that I like the most down in this range. He's got a cap of 5 and a projection of 12. The Warriors rotations are all over the place. So I don't know. He could get 25. He could get -5. Like, we don't really know in that range. Dwight Powell, I already talked about, right? Especially if Rashawn Holmes is ruled out. That Mavericks front court is going to be very thin. Jackson Hayes is pretty dependent on Anthony Davis news. And again, I kind of lean towards them playing Rashawn Holmes. If Rashawn Holmes is good to go, cap of 8, man, he's very efficient when he gets out there. Vanderbilt, we've talked about. Neemias Queta, again, for the Celtics. He projects well. I don't know why. I don't know if I missed news. I actually don't love this play. I don't know if I missed something on Al. I would need Al Horford and Luke Cornett to be out to even think about it. But we saw in that game against the Magic, man, they're willing to go pretty small. Zealy was saying Andre Jackson projects pretty low. Andre Jackson's been playing pretty good basketball. He's got a cap before the projection of 4. Listen, there's nothing safe about that play, Zealy, but I think you can rock with it, man. I do think you could rock with that one. All right, let's keep going. Queta, we already talked about. The Pride of Portugal, though. No disrespect to Portugal. I don't know if our guy Marble Ass is in the chat. I know he was real hard for him. James Wiseman, yeah, might be bad at basketball, great at so rare basketball. Cap 11, a projection of almost 21. The only thing you're fading right there is foul trouble and Monty Williams. Cap of 12 with a projection of 24. There he is. There's Marble Ass right there. Mr. What's the word? Oh my God. Cardio Club, Isaac Okoro right there. Anyways, he projects great. I think you fire up all calves, fire them all up. Malachi Branham, the man with the burner. I don't know if you watched the morning show this morning, but we saw Malachi Branham's burner exposed. As long as he continues to get that starting lineup rotation from the San Antonio Spurs with the cap of 13, I'll rock with that. That man has confidence, so he's going to shoot the ball. Even though Wemby and Vassell's on his team. Biyombo is doubtful for tonight. I don't really like that. The one thing about the Grizzlies, I don't know if Joker Rock's in the chat and you want to talk us through the Grizzlies front court, but they released Kenneth Lofton. Now Bismack Biyombo's doubtful. I don't know if it's Xavier Tillman season. I don't know if it is more of Vince Williams. Is it Vince Williams, Zaire Williams? I don't really know what they're going to do. That's going to be a weird situation. Jaden McDaniels, though, if he is ruled in, he's a great play. We talked about him in the value hunting show. He's got a cap of 15, projection of 21. He left the last game earlier, questionable with sacral contusion, which sounds like something after sexuals. Anyways, let's keep moving. We've got Vince Williams Jr. They're the aforementioned. Here you go. They're the Grizz right there. Xavier Tillman, cap of 16 with a projection of 20. Vince Williams Jr. Has a cap of 16 with a projection of 26. What we love about that is 3 games. The Grizz gang have 3 games. We get up to the 17 range. Marvin Baggs, we already talked about. Lou Dort. Hey, you know what? We're going to do another drop because Dort's projecting well. People in the chat were talking about Ja Morant. Yeah, I know. That doesn't really affect the front court, though, right? When I was talking about Bismack Biyombo. Yeah, Ja Morant coming back for the game. Listen, technically, supposedly he's been working out with the team. His conditioning should be good. I don't know if he's going to be game ready for one of these games, but listen, if you want to roll out Ja Morant, let it rip. Let it rip. All right, let's get up to the 18 range. Anybody popping? We got Isaiah Jackson. He's been playing really good basketball. That's a cap of 18 and projection of 24. This came out before. This projection was prior to Miles Turner being ruled out, so that gets a nice little boost there. I like Isaiah Jackson, probably one of my favorite plays. Jalen Smith, same thing. He's injured, but I think he's back for tonight, right? I don't know if somebody in the chat can confirm that while I'm scrolling through this, but I think Jalen Smith is back. Just like Top Shot. All right, cap of 19 with a projection of 27. Hartenstein, Big Dick Rich should get some more run, especially with no Miles Bridges and no Mark Williams. Oh, Joe's here. Hey, Mike, I'm here with Marble S. Leja, go Portugal. There we go, baby. Let's get some chorizo. That again, I grew up in a very Portuguese neighborhood, so that's why the only thing I know is chorizo. All right, people are asking questions. Don't you worry. If you guys have questions, once we get through the projections, we will hit it up. I promise. All right, let's keep going. Caruso's a fine play if he's good to go. Beware the Sohan, Aaron Neesmith. I like that Halliburton is back. That's good for everybody. People want that THT drop. Did I get to THT's projection yet? I feel like his cap's too high, right? Are we there yet? Are we there? You know what? I'll look it up because if we haven't done the THT drop yet, yeah, we haven't got there yet. Don't rush me. All right, let's get to the 20 range. The Pistons, same thing. We already talked about Marvin Bagley and James Wiseman. All the Pistons are going to project well because there's not a lot of them left right now. But the only thing with Asar Thompson, Jaden Ivey, not so much, but Asar, Cade, man, that the injury news is just like, I mean, not the injury news, the blowout. They just get freaking smoked in every single game. But that is true. With no Killian Hayes, Maddie, Jaden Ivey probably is the direct beneficiary. All right. That is probably the direct beneficiary is Jaden Ivey. So Ivy's probably, I actually like Ivy more than Asar Thompson. I think I'm going to say it. All right. The people have spoken. They want the THT drop. I'm going to give it to you just like X. All right, we're back. And that 21 range, THT is a great play. Kevin Squirter's fine. Bobby Porter's coming off that monster game. He's a fine look as well. Let's keep moving. Oh, Pajemski, baby, the pride of the Bay Area. Brandon with an eye. Let's go. He's been playing pretty well, man. He's been great. If you have him, play him. The biggest popper here, though, is Karis LeVert. He's going to cap at 23, projection at 39. Again, Cleveland without all of those guys, right? Without Evan Mobley, without Evan Mobley and Darius Garland. It's not like they're just missing two starters, but like two key cogs in their offensive work. So you just have to play him. Billy Jackson, the house. Billy, fresh off of that Wembanyama, baby. Did you buy that or did you win that? Either way, congrats, Billy. Good to see Billy Jackson. Shout out top tier projections. Let's keep moving. Keegan Murray, fresh off that 47-point performance game. He's going to cap at 24, the projection at 33. Dante X, cap at 24 and a projection at 30. Keontae George, I just want to say this. They have 2 games this game week. He's projected to play 1. It is risky. There's a chance he doesn't play either of these games. But if he does, though, most likely Clarkson's not going to be playing. And if that is the case, man, I don't know. Keontae's going to get up there and immediately play 35 minutes again. Oh, you bought it. Congrats, Billy. All right, let's keep going. We already talked about Kegels. We're going to keep moving our way. Toby, whatever, 25 cap at 32. Jordan Poole had an awesome game on Friday. And then just an awful game yesterday. He's going to cap at 25 and projection at 29. He's fine. They have 2 games this game week. We get into the 26 range. Sexton, we've already talked about. Timmy Hardaway Jr., man, he just has the green light off the bench. Did PJ Washington's questionable? Is he back tonight? I think PJ might be back tonight. PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington. All right, it still says he's questionable with the shoulder. I'll double check that after we get through the projections, unless somebody in the chat knows. Bruce Brown, fire him up. Drew Holiday, all these guys are fine, right? Nobody's going bonkers, but everybody's fine. Malik Monk, Cam Johnson, Brandon Miller, Gordon Hayward. In the 29 range, though, Jared Allen and Max Strus, again, more Cavaliers, are projecting really, really well. Devin Vassell, I think he had a 36-6 line, I think, over the weekend. He's got a cap of 29, projection of 36.5. They have 2 games this game week. I love Devin Vassell. You know how I feel about that. I'm a sucker for him. Let's quickly just see in the 30 to 50 range. Is anybody really popping over here? You got Ant-Man's cap is down to 35. He's got a projection of 43.3. Again, he's questionable with the hip and ethical behavior. Mikal Bridges has a cap of 36 with a projection of 41. Let's see. Anybody else really screaming off the sheets? I don't see any dark green. Sabone Bone, his cap is 42, projection of 49. There you go. Donovan Mitchell, Spider, cap of 44, the projection of 55. He should outkick that. And that's really it. That is it for the hotness this game week. So there you go. The projections brought to you by Momentum Labs. I'm hearing PJ is in and probable. If PJ doesn't play, JT Thor play. Yeah, I mean, JT Thor, honestly, even if PJ does play, with no Bridges, I could see them running Thor out at the 4, right? Because there's no Bridges and there's no Mark Williams. So I think JT Thor with a cap of 6 and a projection of 10 is a fine play anyways. But yeah, both of those guys become great. I mean, and that's against Toronto, right? And Toronto hasn't exactly been playing stout defensive basketball. So there's probably some risk and some variance involved in those plays, but you know what? There's some risk and variance involved in it all. How sick do you think Luka is? Yeah, dude, I don't know. There's a cold going around. I just found out my dad has the flu. Maybe they were making out. He's got the flu as well. All right, real quick, I'm going to refresh Underdog here to see if we got any more news. Let's see. PJ's expected to play. There you go. Torrey Craig, no timetable. All right, that's it. We're caught up on the injury news. We are caught up on the projections. All we need now, you got to like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Cavs into the chat. If you could do that for me. We are at 89 entrants with 114 of you watching. We're also up to 433 subs. Remember, once we get to 500, we're giving away that KD rare and a Jalen Brunson rare. And the other thing I'm going to pump to is go check out our new Team Hold NBA channel where we dropped a new video today. That's pretty good. All right. Let's get into these questions now, baby. It's time. It is time to cook. Also, I saw a lot of chat, people asking if I killed off George and TST. No, they're both alive. But listen, they've been working hard and they've been working for free for a while. So they got the day off, all right? They got the day off. And I will say, too, even though the holidays are right around the corner and I'm traveling on Friday, I will be in location and able to stream the show on Friday. So I'll still have live before lock on Friday. Value hunting might go up early Thursday morning for game week 17. But all right, I think that's it. I think I'm ready to go. Kim says Jaden McDaniels and Caruso predicted to play. So McDaniels is still questionable. It sounds like Caruso is closer to going. Yeah, Caruso's playing. They also have 3 games this game week. So if you're deciding between those two, I think I would just lean Caruso. But McDaniels is still very much questionable. Very much questionable. Are you sweeping the Mac McClung floor? Yeah, Mac McClung gonna maybe defend his title. Can we get Luke Cornett projections? Sure. Anything for you, Sneepers. He's projecting for 0 with a cap of 14. He's got a injured left abductor tightness, baby. Nick says Davis or Embiid is MVP. Nick, listen, I love Anthony Davis. I do. But this Embiid is playing at another level right now. They have 2 games this game week. I know his cap is 62, projects for 57.3. I know the only person that is projecting better than him right now is Nikola Jokic. AD is a cap of 58 with a projection of 50. The good news is they have an extra game for that ceiling. The bad news, Nick, is I think AD probably plays too. I think AD probably plays too. So I would lean Embiid here. I know you're nervous because he's a game time decision. They do have 2 games. I feel like he's not going to sit both of them. I think I would still prefer Embiid. Ooh, the professional glazer himself, Nal, is here. Good to see you. Yeah, Bam Adebayo returning to the lineup. He has a cap of 45 with a projection of 42. I wonder if they roll him out for both games coming back after missing like 3 weeks, it feels like. But yeah, I mean, if you have Bam, you're playing him, right? Julius says he was the limited champ of Luka, Mitchell, and Edwards. Okay, you forgot the rest of your team, Julius, but that's a really good start. Sabonis or Harden? Listen, I don't think I mentioned Harden's projections. Harden has a cap of 42, the projection of 44. Sabonis projects 5 points better. The good news is the Clippers has 3 games. And if there is one player that would play all 3 games for the Clippers, this is the case for James Harden. It's Harden, right? Paul George and Kawhi, probably one of them might sit one of these games. I know Paul George recently just sat. I think I would still lean Sabonis here, AJ Lee, but I totally understand going Harden here with that extra game if that's what you're doing. Ooh, Maxey or Kobe White? I know Kobe White is on a heater. I'm still going to lean Maxey. Maxey has a cap of 42, the projection of 43. Oh my God. Wow. Kobe White legit projects a 1.5 better. Wow. And they have 3 games. There you go. Sunshiner, listen, I don't think I can IKB it. I know better, but I would much rather I feel safer playing Maxey over White, but maybe that's because I'm small brain. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the play is White. Projections say White. Alberto's saying Luka or Shea. It's going to be Luka right now with no Kyrie. I know Shea's like one of my favorite players. I love the Thunder, but Luka's going to cap at 64 with a projection of 55. Shea's, wow, they have essentially the same projection. I'm still leaning Luka. We just saw Luka do a 40-point triple-double, man. You know? Giacomo. Benedict Mathurin worth playing apart from one game. He's been sucking balls. All right. Yeah. I do think he's been sucking balls as well. He's going to cap at 22 and a projection of 22. Listen, if you have better options, I would take them. The good news here for your friend Benny and the Jets, he's got 3 games this game week. So you get 3 shots at a ceiling. Hey, would you pick up Georges Niang and Rui? Oh, is that I think I'd lean Yang. Oh, sorry. I would lean Yang over him, over Rui. He's going to cap 16 with a projection of 19. Rui is like fine, man. But the thing with Rui, for me anyway, he's going to cap 15 with a projection of 17.9. So Georges Niang projects better. Rui, like, I think you need to have somebody sit for Rui to pop in the way that you want him to. Jerem saying Embiid going for his 10th fourth quarter rest. I know, right? Halyard saying pick 2 of Desmond Bane, Triple J, PG, and Sabonis. All right, we haven't talked about Bane at all. Bane's been great this season. I still love him. Cap of 40, the projection of 42. Jackson Jr. Has a cap of 41 with a projection of 40. So Sabonis is obvious. Sabonis is obvious here. I think it's Sabonis and Bane for me. Paul George, yeah, Sabonis and Bane. Sabonis and Bane. That's who I'd want there. Kim saying you got Luka, Donovan Mitchell, Bane, LeVert, Branham for limited champ. Anyone to champ? No, let it rip. I like all of those. What else you got? Gnome is a beast. We do love Gnome. Wemby is out. Zach Collins down at 20 now. Is that, wow, did I miss the Wemby news? Is that late breaking? Let me see. Wow, Victor Wembanyama ruled out for Tuesday. They're already giving us that info ahead of time. Sorry, Billy Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Zach Collins is great, man. That's a great shout. He's not going to project right now. He's got a cap of 20, the projection of 17. I imagine he moves into the starting lineup. That's a nice boost. I mean, Devin Vassell is going to take 15 more shots too, probably. So everybody gets a little bit of a boost there. But yeah, specifically Zach Collins. All right, Julius is letting us know. Alongside those 3, Allen, Okoro, or Powell and Simons. Wow, man. I think it's Allen and Okoro. I loved Anthony Simons. He's been playing some great basketball. He's got a cap of 34, the projection of 37. What is the Allen? No, it's the second one. I mean, I'm sorry, it's the first one, Allen and Okoro. All right, let's keep. No question, just love the show. Want to say, Jamie, that's nice. That's a nice thing to say, Jamie. Thank you. Nick, Sexton and Poole or Jamal Murray? Sexton and Poole. Unless we get news before lock, Nick, that Anthony Davis is sitting or LeBron James is sitting, I just would rather go Sexton and Poole here. Ooh, there we go. Good, congrats, Investor Better. I think I already answered that one, Zeely. Terry Rozier, PJ Washington, JT Thor, Nick Richards, all available there. PG playing the Pacers has to count for something. Yeah, I saw it on his podcast. He was talking about getting Halliburton out to some of his favorite indie spots. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, with that news, Zach Collins over Caruso. Oh, man. Let me see. Who do the Spurs play tomorrow night? Let me see who the Spurs play tomorrow night. Because the Spurs are also probably going to get their dicks kicked in, right? I can't imagine they're going to be very competitive. All right, Thursday, they play the Milwaukee Bucks. Yikes, man. That's pretty close. I don't know what to tell you. Let me think about it, Kim. Brunson, Bane, or Maxey. I think I'd rank them in that order. Brunson, then Bane, then Maxey. What is Brunson? I know is coming, especially if cap doesn't matter. Brunson has a cap of 42. Actually, Desmond Bane projects better. But I'm going to take Brunson, especially because Ja Morant comes back for his second game, right? So there you go. Kobe White and Okoro or Cam Thomas and Tyus Jones. Wow. I still think it's the first one. It's hard not to play Okoro because of that stuff. Best play at 15 and under, says David. What up, David? Let's see what we got down here. Bet 15 and under here. So Biombo, no, it's not Biombo. Jaden McDaniels, if he's good to go. Rui's fine. But their best play right here is Malachi Branham and Isaac Okoro. Those are the two best. So with a cap of 13, projection 2030, Okoro cap of 12, projection of almost 25. And then if you want to go down to Wiseman, that's fine too. So those are your best plays. Laurie or Randall? Oh, baby. Laurie's been a little slow to come back from his injury. So I think it's a regular season Randall. Randall's got a cap of 43 with a projection of 41. Laurie, cap of 41. All right, Laurie projects like a hair better, and they have 3 games versus the Knicks having 2 games. So maybe you use that as the tiebreaker, and you go Randall. Weisberg, Dame or Cat? Man, Cat has been on a heater, and then you might get Anthony Edwards sitting. They also have 3 games this game week. He's got a cap of 38 and a projection of 38.9. The other one was Damian. Lillard has a cap of 44, the projection of 45. So they have 2 games this game week. Okay, this is an IKB. I feel like I know better. I think I would take Cat over Dame, but maybe I'm a hater. Is there any special game week or tourneys for Christmas? I think they said they were doing something. I'm not sure yet. Luka or Jokic? Jokic has the best projection of the slate right now, but I can't tell you which one, right? Jokic is Luka just did a 40-point triple-double, so I don't even know what to do. Who would you play instead of Cat at a cap of 40? I think I'd just play Cat, man. But Vooch projects really well. Ja Morant technically projects for 43, but he's only got 1 game of those 2. Desmond Bane. I mean, Siakam. Siakam has 2 games this game week. I think I might just go Bane because they have 3 games this game week. Kuzma, too. Kuzma's a decent play. Rank these. Prince, Dylan Brooks, or Io. So, all right, that's fun. That's a fun one. Prince has, oh, shoot, what did I do here? What did I do here? Prince has a cap of 22 with a projection of 18. Brooks has a cap of 17 with a projection of just under 20. And Io has, I just passed it, a cap of 18 with a projection of 20. So, I think I would go Brooks. No, I'm sorry. Especially because Caruso might miss another game. I would go Io, Brooks, Prince. Io, Brooks, Prince. Jerm wants me to pick one of Franz, Melton, J-Dubs, or Sadiq Bey. It's not Melton. I think it's probably Franz here. So Melton has a cap of 31 with a projection of 28. Franz has a cap of 40, but a projection of 35. Jalen Williams has a cap of, there's so many Jalen's. There we go. Has a cap of 29 with a projection of 33. And then, hey, baby, Sadiq Bey has a cap of 28 with a projection of 30. It is Franz. Ooh, Swingman's up in here. Taylor. What's up, Taylor? Kawhi or Spida. So it's probably Spida for me just because of like the usage is going to be nuts. One of the things that I thought was promising of Donovan Mitchell's first game without both Garland and Mobley was he only had 22 points, but he had 13 dimes. He's got a cap of 44 with a projection of 55. And I know Kawhi's been playing great, but there you see it right there. I mean, yeah, Donovan projects 13 points better than Kawhi. So there you go. Whoo! We're cooking, baby. Fire those questions in. Keep them coming. How am I solo and caught up with the questions? You guys are slower than me tonight, bitches. All right, here. Do me a favor. Like the stream. Subscribe. Put hashtag Cavs into the chat. We're going to give away a rare tier card here at the end of the slate. Make sure you subscribe, though. It's the only way it sneaks you into the giveaway. We are right now up to 434 subs, baby. The other thing I'll tell you to do, too, while you're at it, listen, while you're thinking of the tough questions to get the So Rare pumping, we're at 1,056 on our other channel. Do me a favor, subscribe to that one, too. Just subscribe to all of our stuff. Make me feel good in my heart. It's hard to choose between Caruso and Collins. Interesting, Kim. John Collins. I think I would lean Caruso. Oh, no, Zach Collins. Yeah, that's tough, man. Kim, I think I would go Zach Collins. That's where I would lean. Chicken Frog. I haven't seen you in forever, man. How are you doing? All right, DeMar DeRozan, where are you at? He's got a cap of 41 with a projection of 43.5. He's been great. Also, I feel like TST brought this up last week. I feel like projections have not caught up to what's happening in Chicago, except for Kobe White. But DeRozan, Kobe White, and Vucci Mane, I feel like you got to play him if you have him. I need to give away the card. Last time, it was Trevor. Didn't Trevor win Swingman? It was Trevor. Let's go. I'm a huge Cavs fan. There you go. AJ Lee, Sohan or Zach Collins worth playing? Yeah, I think they're both worth playing, man. I already talked about Collins, right? He's got a cap of 20 with a projection of 17, but with no Wemby, he moves into the starting lineup. He's going to be playing like 32 to 34 minutes. And like Collins is pretty effective out there. So I feel like he goes from a projection of 17 to maybe 32. Again, that's just me spitballing off the top of my head. I'm not a numbers guy. I'm a vibes guy. Sohan was already projecting okay, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's going to cap a 19 with a projection of 23.8. Say you bump that up to 28, right? Give it another 5 points or so. My only concern, as always with the Spurs, this is a shitty team taking away its best player. You know? So that might get bad. Thoughts on Klay Thompson remembering how to shoot the ball? Yeah, Klay coming off 3 straight 25-plus game, 24-point scoring games, I think. So he's going to cap at 31 with a projection of 26. My only concern with the Warriors is they only have one game this game week. And you have so many squads that have multiple. But yeah, they're fine. They're fine. 3DK 55 said I have SGA, Mitchell, Sabonis, and Cat. I can't play them all. I would rank them SGA, Mitchell, Sabonis, and Cat in that order. And maybe sell one then if you need to or something. I don't know. But SGA and Mitchell, I feel like, are clearly the two best plays. I think Sabonis is next. You can make a make a case that Cat is a better play than Sabonis. 3 games in the game week plus Ant-Man maybe missing. And Cat's just on a heater right now. Do I share that spreadsheet? No, but what a good transition. You can sign up at momentumlabs.app. Momentumlabs.app gets you right in there. And it's like $9 a month or something like that. Manuel, what's up, Manuel? I got a cap of 20. What's left in there? What's the play? So we went over a couple of those 15 ranges, right, that were all pretty solid. The Malachi Branhams, the Isaac Okoros. But at 20, you're going to see the Pistons. Oscar Thompson and Jaden Ivey both project really, really well. You also have down a little bit further, Marvin Bagley and James Wiseman both project pretty well. Those are the big plays, though, in there. And then in the 19 range, you have Hartenstein. You got Big Dick, Nick Richards, Caruso we talked about, Beware the Sohan. Aaron Nesmith is fine as well. And then in 18, I'm sorry, Isaiah Jackson. Isaiah Jackson's a great play. There we go. Yeah, good to see you, buddy. Andrew said LeVert with Keontae or Eason. Andrew, man, I think it's risky because we don't know if Keontae's officially going to be back, right? But I think Eason and Tari Eason, where are you at, girl? All right, Tari has a cap of 24 the projection. Yeah, you know what, man? Listen, I love Keontae. He's got a higher ceiling. If you're feeling risky and frisky, maybe you run out Keontae. But I think the play is LeVert with Tari Eason. Reese says Austin Reeves and Jackson Hayes or Io and Prince. Fuck, man. There's Io and Prince is safer. I like Reeves and Hayes better, but like Jackson Hayes isn't really sexy if AD and LeBron are both in, you know? But I think that's what I would do. Is the average next to the cards calculated based off the last 25 games? Next to the card, 10 games. L10. Did you just start playing? Yeah, that's 10 games. Cade with no Hayes. I don't think that necessarily boosts Cade any more than he already is, Zealy. Cade is already doing most of that work. He's going to cap before the projection of 39. So I think that projection is pretty accurate. Ooh, Quadzilla. I know. I'm actually not doing a lot of NBA drafts because I need DeAndre Swift to get like 12 points, and I add 3 more BBM teams, I think. Mathurin or Derek Jones? I feel like we haven't talked about Derek Jones. Derek Jones Jr. has a cap of 23 with a projection of 25. We talked about Benny, right? He's got a cap of 22. Yeah. So Derek Jones is probably the play. And honestly, they might be weird and play Derek Jones at the 5, go like small or something with them being so shorthanded in their front court. So I'm fine with that. I thought I answered this one, Mike. I'm going to go Kobe White and Okoro on that one. Thinking of trading Curry, smart or dumb? You know what, man? Listen, I love Steph Curry. He's one of my favorite players of all time. I think he's going to go down as like a top 3 guard of all time, point guard of all time. I am nervous about his fantasy ceiling this year because his peripheral stats are down. Right? He's still scoring like 35 points a game, but he's not hitting you with those 35, 7, and 7. So I think that's fine. Is AD ruled in or out? Jackson Hayes time. I believe everybody's still questionable on the Lakers side of things. I'll double check that real quick, see if there's any more injury news. Hornets available players are Scary Terry, big name Bryce McGowens, Brandon Miller, PJ Washington, Dick Rich, Ish Smith, JT Thor, Nick Smith Jr., Leaky Black, and James Bouknight. I swear to God, they just slipped one in there. Jaden McDaniels is available to play, and so is Ant-Man. Both of those are good to go. I think both are great plays. They also have 3 games this game week, so that's great. Why is JT Thor projecting well? I just told you, Alpha, because all those dudes are out. I was gonna say bitches, and I threw it. Would you throw Hallie in over Embiid with the game time decision with Embiid? What time does that game start? Isn't it because the Sixers usually play in the first game of the night? Tonight they play at 7. So Taylor, I think we'll have the news in time. I think we'll have it in time. JT Thor over Jackson Hayes. I think so. I'd play JT Thor over Jackson Hayes. It's just more guaranteed minutes. I would play Malachi Branham over Peyton Pritchard. I would. Ant will play today. What's he projecting? I think we hit him earlier. It's something around 40 because he's got a cap at 35. Cap at 35 with a projection of 43.5. There you go. Ant's a great play. Yes, McDaniels is worth playing. Dean Wade or Jade McDaniels? Whoa, man. Do they both have 3 games this game week? Wow. I think it's McDaniels. But listen, if you want to fire up Dean Wade, go for it. Best player under 33. Let me get you, girl. Best play under 33. The ones that are projecting the best, you see Clint Capella, who's actually been playing pretty well lately. Michael Porter Jr., Jeremy Grant, actually. I really like Jeremy Grant. 2 games this game week. He's looked great after missing some time. So Jeremy Grant, Clint Capella, who else jumps off the page? OG and Wanobi. And then if you can get down to these guys, Jared Allen, Max Strus, Devin Vassell, all of them are great plays as well. Let's see. Let me catch up. Oh, I'm just behind. Simons and Vassell or Paul. Oh, it's Paul George and Karis LeVert. Opinion on Keon Ellis. You know what? I got to take a little bit of an L because Keon has been playing pretty good. He's got a cap of 10 with a projection of 16. Even if Fox is ruled in, he's still kind of secured his minutes in the rotation. And in a cap of 10, you could do a lot worse. So I'd go there. I'd go with him. James Bouknight. I know. Jesus Christ. I know, man. I know. What's going on? Anthony and the Dort Report or PJ and Benny? I'd go Anthony and Dort Report. Giacomo. What else you got? Best player to buy right now? Man, I don't know. I got to dive into more of the marketplace, honestly. I haven't been paying attention too much to I've just been looking at who projects well, not necessarily market, because when you look at the market, tears in heaven. Eric Clapton. Magnum. Mike, how do you like Jakob Poeltl today? Charlotte can't defend bigs when everybody's healthy. Now they only have 3 bigs left in Washington. All right. Yeah, Jakob, that's a great call, man. We haven't talked about Poeltl at all today. Jakob Poeltl is a cap of 29. He only projects for 30, but I like betting on that upside. That's a nice call there, Magnum. Good thoughts. Let's see, Nick Rich and Powell or Cam Thomas and Jabbar. I think I'd go. Oh. You know what? I think it's way more fun to play Cam Thomas, right, Nick? But I think it is Nick Richards and Dwight Powell, if anything, because you share a name with one of those guys. Jamie, my comment is Luka, Maxey, Ant, and Cam Thomas. That's wild. Yeah, I know, right? So Rare Rewards. This is who we go to if we want more rewards. What about Orlando Robinson? Well, Bam is back, right? So Orlando's not going to really project. So I think you can stay away from Orlando. All right, baby. We're 42 minutes in. I still got time for more questions. We're still cooking. All right. Solo, and we're moving 100 miles an hour. Let's remind the people a couple of things here. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hashtag Cavs into the chat. If you do those 3 things, you will qualify for a rare tier card giveaway. Right now, how many subs do we have right now? 437. And also, if you don't know this, let me show you. See this? I know we talked about it earlier, but there's way more people here now. We are giving away too much stuff, honestly. I'm going to go poor. All we need to do, we need to hit 500 subs. And like just told you, we're at 437. Once we hit 500, if you've liked and retweeted this tweet right here, which I'll share into the chat, and if you follow me and our Team Hold Twitter account, you will qualify for a Kevin Durant rare tier card that we're going to give away. We'll spin it live on one of the End of the Live Before Lock shows, or a Jalen Brunson year 2, baby. Bing bong. So if you haven't done that, jump in there. And then the last thing, I'm going to plug this again. I know I've plugged a bunch of stuff already. Check out our Team Hold Sports channel. We've been dropping some videos lately. Look at that Draymond one popped. We had a Şengün one. Where's the Şengün one? Oh, wait, no, it's already up here. The Şengün one went almost at 11,000 views. So we're starting to pop off a little bit, and the more the merrier. We need more people over there. So go ahead. Go ahead. Did I draw the no, the rare Halliburton, if I remember correctly, this is Jordan, right? If I remember correctly with the rare Hallie, we needed to, that needed to happen the day of the show. That was for the opening day show. We were trying to hit 11K. We didn't do it. Although, you know what? If I did give it away, I bet that Halliburton, when I was looking at it, was a $500 card. Let's see what that is right now while I'm waiting for more questions to come in. Ooh, the Chet auction's live? What's that looking like? Ooh, it's up to 27. Oh, not till. Oh, Jewy. There you go, Jewy. Go get it. Jewy. All right. Who did I say I was looking up? Halliburton. Halliburton rare. Let's see what that is. Only 2 available on the market. Wow, 650. I was looking at the year 1, 452. Actually, that one held up okay. All right, let's go back over to those projections, baby. No chance you're going poor. Thank you, Mike. Thoughts on Westbrook? There we go. I missed Kalen's first. Yeah, Wiseman's great. They're without Isaiah Stewart. They're without Jalen Duren. He's already projecting well. And Wiseman, I literally said his stat line on the live before lock show Friday. I'm like, yeah, the Pistons are going to lose by 100, but he's going to go for 21 and 12. So yeah, he's fine. Wiseman's great. Russ is interesting, Hoggy, because I actually think with them having 3 games this game week, his current role is not great. He's going to cap at 24 with a projection of 20. He's playing 16 minutes a game, but if one of those guys sits, he immediately becomes a usage monster. So if you want to give it a shot, I think that's fine, especially because you have that over 30 contest this week, right? Let me catch up here. McDaniels and Halliburton or Collins and Report? Wait, who's the second guy? Hallie's involved, so it's Hallie. Who's the Report? It's definitely Hallie. Yeah, I got you, Andrew. Vando or Dwight Powell? I'd go Dwight Powell as long as those bigs are ruled out. I'd go Powell. Julius, this is your limited contender, Bane, LeVert, Sohan. And alongside those 3, Hartenstein and Powell or Keegan Murray and Sims. Man, that's hard. I think I'd go Hartenstein and Powell. I think I would. Listen, I think there's a lot of upside in Keegan Murray and Sims, but man, I know Keegan just went off, but I don't know. I think I'd lean Hartenstein and Powell. What about D'Lo and his projections? Yeah, I think we talked about him at the very beginning, but D'Lo has a cap at 30 with a projection of 31. He is probable, battling those migraines. Respect. Kuzma, Brunson, or Bane? I believe Bane is the one that's going to project the best here. Brunson, but I think I would pick Brunson. Brunson has a cap of 42 with a projection of just under 40. Bane has a cap of 40, I believe, with a projection of just over 42. And then the Kuz has a cap of 38 with a projection of 40. So listen, I know Brunson projects the worst. I don't trust Kuzma, and Bane is about to have Ja Morant come back. So I kind of think I lean Brunson. Maybe that's recency bias because he dropped a 50 on Kawhi's head. Not Kawhi. Who did they play? The Suns head. Cam Thomas or D'Lo? I'm always picking Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas's projection is basically projects a little bit better than D'Lo by 0.5. You can see him right there. But Cam Thomas can just get you 45 actual points. Reese says, with the Grizz and Mavs not having front court players, we're playing front court players from the teams that played them be a good play. Yeah, listen, I wouldn't force a bad player, right? If the Knicks were playing them, I wouldn't be like, oh, I got to get Jericho Sims in there, even though he's got a cap of 3. It's a bad example. I wouldn't force it. But like we were talking about earlier with Jakob Poeltl against the Charlotte Hornets, who are kind of depleted up front, I think that's a fine. I would use that as a tiebreaker. So if you're between, I forget who they're playing tonight, but if you're between someone who is the Dallas Mavericks center, especially the Mavericks because they play fast now and they don't play defense. So I would like that. Ibrahim says pick 2 between Cam Reddish, Austin Reeves, Malik Monk, and Mathurin. It's those middle 2. It's Austin Reeves and Malik Monk. Those would be my 2 picks there. Is Tari Eason a good pick? Yeah. So we talked about Tari earlier because it was in someone's 2v2. Tari has a cap of 24, the projection of 25. I like him quite a bit. I do like him quite a bit. Ooh, Hartenstein or Zach Collins, man. Hartenstein's the safer play. Zach Collins probably has the higher ceiling. Here, how's that for a cop-out? Matthias. Would you recommend breaking the bank for Luka or Jokic? I'm sick and tired of Tatum and Ant-Man. All right, listen. Before I answer any of this, this is what I'm going to say. Before I answer any of this. None of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do. something like that, right? I was in this same boat. I had Anthony Davis, Matthias, and I was very frustrated because, like, what's nice about having the Jokic's and Lukas is, like, 95% of the time they're going to be a top 3 to 4 scorer, and that limits, or I'm sorry, that makes it easier that, like, you can make a few more mistakes with your lineup if that happens. When you play AD, you're probably never getting the top score. You might get a top 5 score, but that if that is the case, you need every other piece to be 100%. You need to nail every single piece. And I found it infuriating, which was part of the reason why I moved off some of my rare stuff, because I think what I'm going to do is put it into limited and just try to battle limited for a little bit and try to get like a Jokic or a Luka or something like that. So listen, I'm not going to tell you to go buy anything, especially because everything seems to be depreciating right now. But man, it's a much like the Embiid, Giannis, Luka, Jokic is such an easy click every single week. There's no thought process, because if you're like, oh, do I do him? Do I do Luka or do I do Jason? So Luka, you do Luka every single time. There you go. Or a Wemby. Fine. Or a Wemby. Alan, what's up, man? Oh, wait, hold on. I skipped one. Jamie said Ja could be good for Bane because he won't get double teamed and they won't get blown out anymore. Yeah, I think that's a fair thesis as well. Play both Kawhi and Paul George or Kawhi and Vooch. I'd go Kawhi and Vooch here. Kawhi and Vooch for me. All right, let's look up Norman Powell. I feel because they're in the same situation, right? Where Norman Powell has a Kappa 19 with a projection of 22, but maybe he lucks into somebody sitting with all those games. Io Kappa 18. I think I'm going to say Norman Powell, but I don't feel great about it. All right. I don't feel great. Did the veteran player fan community get rugged by not being able to win a signed bet? I don't know. I missed that. All right. Luka. Always play Luka, right? Always play Luka. Luka magic. Yeah, the trick is just getting 2 super MVPs. Yeah, just do that. Will we get more competition soon? I'm assuming we're going to get some Christmas stuff, right? They mentioned that. But yeah, seems like they're starting to rotate some of those contests out a little bit. All right, we're going to get out of here soon. Zach Collins and Bagley or Keegan and Rui? Give me Zach Collins and Bagley. Chetty Osman or Dean Wade? Man, honestly, it's probably Chetty Osman. I mean, Chetty comes in, he does not pass. Dean Wade projects better. It's Dean Wade. That's before the Wemby news, but I still think it's probably Dean Wade. Nick Richard and Jared Allen or Hardaway and LeVert? Hardaway and LeVert. There you go. That's it. We did it. All right, let's go. Last call. We're gonna plug everything one more time. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Cavs. Ooh, give me Vassell. Give me Vassell for this one. Give me Vassell. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Cavs. 116 entrants, 130 of you watching here. Real quick, while these come in, I'm just gonna hit you with some of the stuff, especially if this is your first time here. All right. We do Live Before Lock every Monday and Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. We drop a value hunting episode every Sunday and Thursday morning for the upcoming game week. And then on Wednesdays, we have 2 different shows. We do So Rare Sharps with our friend George over at the Swingman Podcast, which we're actually going to do this one this week on his channel to get some more people over there. And then Wednesday night, we do Shot Tank with Ashley Jeb Bush, TST, and John Boy Beats, where we talk all things fantasy, whether it's Underdog or our friends here at Sorare NBA, right? So that's Wednesday at 9 o'clock. So go tune into that. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to plug all of our shit right now, and you're just going to have to deal with it because I've been talking nonstop, babies. The other thing I would say, if you haven't subscribed to our Team Hold Live channel, we do the NBA bit there every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And we just hang out. We just do, it's all things basketball. So last night's action, tonight's action, all of that stuff. So check that channel out. We do that every day. That's over 11,000 subs now, baby. And then the one that we've already plugged a handful of times, I'm going to do it one more time. The Team Hold Sports channel, which this is more just like medium to long form content, right? We're just banging out, a bunch of different videos. Like today was the top 5 guards. So that's all the stuff that we have going on. So go check out all that content, baby. Go check it out. Make me feel good. Give me that dopamine rush. Don't forget about the Twitter giveaway that we're doing with Kevin Durant and Jalen Brunson rare cards. I think that's it. People want a mental health check? I'll give you a mental health check. We'll do a mental health check. This is the day of drops. We did a lot of drops. Let's do, we'll do this one. But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat. because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. That was a fresh looking mic, a young, fresh, vibrant looking mic. This mic has seen some shit. You know what I mean? All right, everybody, we're a few minutes away. Oh, no, I guess we still have like 20 minutes before lock, but we're getting out of here. We've been here too long. 53 minutes of solo bolo action. So we'll be back on this channel on Wednesday for Shot Tank, Thursday for Value Hunting, and then Friday for a special holiday edition for Live Before Lock. So last call, get that in there. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Cavs, baby. Zion or Ant-Man's side chick. Oh man, Ant-Man's, probably Ant-Man's. That was pre-market credit mics. Yeah, dude, that was that was when the market was booming. Thank you, Wolf. Thank you, Wolf. Thanks everybody for being here. Seriously, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Appreciate everybody for tuning in today. It feels like it's Friday. I was about to say have a great weekend. If you win this thing, shoot me a DM in the Discord. You can find a link to that in the show notes, or you can DM me on Twitter, tweet at me, just find me, and I'll send you over a rare tier card. Winner's David Eagle. Let's go, David Eagle. We love to see it. We love to see it. Congrats, David Eagle. All right, everybody, go get your training lineups in. Go buy some stuff. Go sell some stuff. And then let's sweat it out. DeAndre Swift, if you're watching this, I need 3 touchdowns from you, baby. Just make life easy in the first half. All right, best of luck this game week, everybody. We are out. Also, real quick, Niles sucks. Niles, you right there? You suck, Niles. Niles sucks.